Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Pagey here, once again with another video on The Flash Season 3. So just a heads up, it's really windy and rainy outside, so if you hear some weird crap, that's why. So as we all know, the first two seasons of The Flash have seen two speedsters who are evil as the big bads. We had the Earbud Thorn Reverse Flash as a Season 1 villain, and then we had the Hunter Zolomon Zoom as the Season 2 villain. I guess you could even chuck Trajectory into the mix in regards to speedsters that the Flash has taken on throughout Seasons 1 and 2. But one new speedster is about to be introduced into the comics in the Flash Rebirth, which has a lot of people talking. This new evil speedster is Godspeed. But who is Godspeed? Before we get into that, if you want to leave a like, it'll be very much appreciated. Leave any comments of what are you thinking about Godspeed and do you see the potential of him in the TV show? And subscribe if you are new. Now, in the Flash Rebirth, which actually drops this coming week on June the 8th, we should hopefully be introduced to Godspeed. If not, we will meet him in the official Flash Rebirth #1 drop, which is a fortnight later on June the 22nd. Now, Godspeed will be another case of a speedster gone wrong or rogue, whichever way you want to put it. The thing that makes this much more interesting is the fact that Godspeed will be trained by Barry Allen or the Flash himself. Now you might be thinking to yourself, hold on, why was Barry training a future evil speedster? Well, in the Flash Rebirth, there is a Speed Force storm that takes place with lightning containing the Speed Force coming down on Central City and hitting dozens of people, thus creating dozens of new speedsters. Yeah, I know, a Speed Force storm. It sounds insane. What happens is that, due to this Speed Force storm creating all these new speedsters, Barry has to train them. As we all know, when someone becomes a speedster, their body changes in more ways than one. Barry is there to train them through that process of, accepting what's happening to their bodies. Unfortunately, what happens is that one of these speedsters is not a good person. They are evil. They are Godspeed. Godspeed is a killer and looks to be one of the most merciless villains we have seen throughout the Flash over the years. But what is the likelihood of Godspeed appearing on the Flash TV show, and in particular, Season 3? Well, for Season 3, I'm going to give it a big no in regards to Godspeed appearing. This is for a couple of reasons. One, he is very similar to Zoom on TV. If they had done Zoom like he is from the comics, then Godspeed might happen, but Zoom on TV and Godspeed are really similar. They're both serial killers. They probably display the same, characteristics, so they're just too similar to do one season after the other. A speedster for the third season in a row as the villain? I don't think so. Well, in my opinion at least, I think they might go for either another metahuman type villain or possibly a person with no powers at all. And the biggest reason for me for Godspeed to not be in Season 3 is that Godspeed's story will still be playing out in the comics well into Season 3 of The Flash. DC Comics wouldn't take something from the comics, which is still playing out, and then just chuck it on TV and possibly take people away from the comics, because you'd be like, oh, I can just watch it, I don't have to read anything. But here's another question. Could we see Godspeed in Season 4 or Season 5 or even like Season 6, Season 7, however long The Flash goes on? Possibly. If Godspeed is really, really well received in the comics, it'd be sort of silly for DC not to put him on either the small screen or possibly the big screen when The Flash comes out in the movies. He'll most likely appear in the TV series if they're going to bring him from the comics and put him anywhere. Because if you don't know, in the comics, usually they have a certain arc. It could be 2 volumes, it could be 3 volumes, it could be 4 volumes, however long it takes for that villain story to play out. And as soon as that ends, it's pretty rare that they return. It'll be interesting to see how they deal with Godspeed and what happens to him after Barry deals with him, or maybe Barry doesn't deal with him and he goes somewhere else. I'm really excited to see what they do. But yeah, make sure you pick up Flash Rebirth, which drops this week. It's an easy way to get into Flash. You don't really have to read too. You can if you want to. You can read some old stuff. But this is a really good launching off point if you want to read some Flash comics, because it's basically, they sort of explain a lot of the history behind the Flash in this issue. But thanks for watching, guys. If you want to leave a like, it would be very much appreciated. Leave any comments in the comment section below. Do you think Godspeed would be a good villain to bring onto TV? Or are you just looking forward to Godspeed in Flash Rebirth? I definitely am. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys, and goodbye.